Imagine this. You meet someone new. The conversation flows. The vibe feels right, you laugh, you connect, and for a moment, it feels effortless. But days later, you're left wondering, are they actually right for me? Or am I just caught in the moment? Because sometimes what feels right in the moment doesn't always last in reality. The truth is, most people don't fail at dating because of bad luck. They fail because they don't ask the right questions early enough. They focus on chemistry and ignore compatibility. They enjoy the feeling, but avoid the clarity. And here's the problem with that: chemistry can create excitement, but compatibility is what creates stability. Chemistry makes you feel something fast. Compatibility reveals whether that feeling can actually grow or slowly fall apart. And without clarity, you end up investing time, energy, and emotions into someone you were never truly aligned with in the first place. You start hoping instead of knowing, assuming instead of understanding, and by the time reality shows up, you're already attached. That's why asking the right questions isn't about being intense. It's about being intentional. It's not about interrogating someone. It's about understanding them, clearly, honestly, and early. Because the sooner you see who someone really is, the sooner you can decide if they belong in your life. And that changes everything. No more guessing, no more overthinking, no more confusing potential with reality. Just clarity, confidence, and better choices. Today, that changes. In this video, you'll learn 10 powerful questions that go beyond small talk, questions that reveal values, intentions, and emotional maturity. So you stop getting lost in the moment, and start building something that actually makes sense. 1. What does a meaningful relationship look like to you? This question reveals the intentions of the partner of your partner. Not what sounds good, but what they truly believe. Are they describing something built on trust, growth, and commitment? Or something light, flexible, and undefined? Listen carefully, not just to their words, but to the clarity behind them. Because people who know what they want tend to express it. And people who don't often stay vague. If you're not aligned here, everything else may feel good at first, but later becomes confusing, inconsistent, and emotionally draining. Clarity at the beginning prevents disappointment at the end. 2. What have your past relationships taught you? This shows self-awareness. It tells you whether they've grown or stayed the same. Do they reflect with honesty? Can they admit their own mistakes? Or is every story centered around how they were wronged? Because growth leaves clues. You'll hear it in how they take responsibility, how they describe change, how they talk about lessons, not just pain. Someone who learns from the past isn't perfect, but they're evolving. And evolution is what makes a relationship stronger over time. 3. What does your ideal life look like in a few years? Now you're seeing their vision, direction, priorities. Do they talk about building something stable? Exploring the world? Focusing on career, family, and freedom? And more importantly, is their vision structured or uncertain? Because someone with direction usually has intention behind their choices. And here's the deeper layer: as they describe their future, notice this: do you naturally fit into that picture? Or would you have to adjust, shrink, or chase to be part of it? The right connection doesn't require you to fight for a place in someone's life. It creates space for you, without force. 4. How do you usually handle conflict? Because attraction is easy, but conflict is where relationships are truly tested. Do they communicate calmly and openly? Or do they withdraw, avoid, or explode under pressure? Do they try to understand? Or just try to win? This question quietly reveals emotional maturity. Because it's not about whether conflict exists, every relationship has it. It's about how it's handled. Healthy conflict builds understanding. Unhealthy conflict builds distance. And if someone cannot handle difficult conversations, the relationship will always feel unstable, no matter how strong the chemistry is. 5. What makes you feel appreciated? This taps into emotional needs. Because everyone wants to feel valued, but not everyone experiences it the same way. Some people feel it through words, encouragement, reassurance, recognition. Others feel it through actions, time, effort, consistency, presence. And here's where many people get it wrong: they give love the way they understand it, not the way the other person receives it. That's how you end up trying your best, and still feeling like it's not enough. But when you understand what truly makes someone feel appreciated, you stop guessing. and start connecting in a way that actually lands. 6. What are you currently working on in your life? This reveals growth mindset versus comfort zone. Are they building something? Improving themselves? Healing from something? Or are they simply moving through life on autopilot? Listen for intention. People who are growing usually speak with purpose. They can tell you what they're working toward and why it matters to them. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Growth isn't always loud or impressive, sometimes it's quiet discipline. Consistency. Small daily effort. Because the right person isn't just someone who looks good in your present, there's someone who is actively shaping a better future. And growth matters. Because if one person is evolving, and the other is standing still, that gap doesn't stay small. It slowly turns into a misunderstanding. Different priorities. And eventually, distance. 7. What are your non-negotiables in a relationship? Now you're exploring boundaries and standards. What do they truly stand for? Is it honesty? Loyalty? Respect? Consistency? But don't just listen for the list, listen for conviction. Do they speak with clarity? Or do they hesitate and adjust their answer to please you? Because real standards are not flexible for convenience. They're consistent, even when it's uncomfortable. And here's the deeper truth, people don't just reveal themselves by what they want, but by what they refuse to tolerate. Their boundaries tell you how they protect their peace, how they show up in relationships, and what they expect from you, without always saying it directly. 8. How do you spend your free time? Simple, but powerful. Because your free time reflects your real priorities. It shows what you value when no one is watching. Do they invest in hobbies, learning, and relationships? Do they create, explore, stay active? Or just pass time? There's no right answer here, but there is alignment. Or misalignment. Because lifestyle compatibility is often overlooked, yet it quietly shapes how your lives fit together day by day. It affects how you spend weekends, how you recharge, how you connect outside of big moments. And over time, it's not the big events that define a relationship, it's the everyday rhythm. 9. What does trust mean to you? Trust is the foundation of everything. But everyone defines it differently. For some, trust means honesty, no lies, no secrets. For others, it means consistency, doing what you say, over time. And for many, it means emotional safety, feeling secure enough to be open without fear. This question goes deeper than it seems. Because the way someone defines trust also reveals how they've been hurt. And what they need to feel secure again. Listen closely, because their answer tells you two important things: what could break the relationship later, and what it takes to keep it strong. 10. What are you truly looking for right now? This is the clarity question. No assumptions, no guessing, just truth. Are they ready for something serious? Still figuring things out? Or simply enjoying the moment with no real direction? And more importantly, do their actions match their answer? Because clarity isn't just spoken, it's shown. When someone knows what they want, their behavior becomes consistent. And when they don't, you'll often feel it before you fully understand it. This question protects your time, your energy, and your emotions. Because it keeps you from building expectations on something that was never meant to grow. Now here's the key, it's not just what you ask, it's how you listen. Not just words, but tone, pauses, confidence, consistency. Are they clear? Or unsure? Genuine? Or rehearsed? Because people show you who they are early, if you're paying attention. The goal of a first date isn't to impress, it's to understand. Can this person truly fit into your life? Or are you forcing something that only feels good for now? Because real connection isn't just about feelings, it's about alignment. And yes, clarity can feel uncomfortable, but confusion costs you far more. The more honest your questions, the clearer your choices. So next time you meet someone, don't just feel the moment. Understand it. And if this helped you see things differently, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. You never know who else needs this clarity.